Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. I'm Ted, and today I'm hanging out with
Nate the Nerdarch.
Nerdarchy Dave.
And today we have a GM 911 from Basilforth, and he wants to know, how do you deal with horrible luck at the table?
If you have a GM 911 or even a viewer suggestion, you can head over to nerdarchy.com to our forum section where we found this one and add your own GM 911, or you can email us at nerdarchy@gmail.com. Subject line, GM 911.
All right, so in this situation, he's got, sounds like his son, and even with combining every possible resource, Barbarian, Reckless Attack, making 2 attacks around, 4 dice rolls, couldn't roll above a 10. And this has been consistently going. He's played
7 sessions.
Hasn't hit a single thing.
See, now this is what I have to ask. What kind of monsters are you using? Even not rolling under a 10, we're talking about a 5th level character. Is that a plus? That's +3.
+3 proficiency bonus.
Plus have some kind of strength.
+3 for your stat. That's a 6.
It's a 6. So it's a +6 to hit. I mean, even if you're unless you're fighting animated armors nonstop, like it's riddled.
It's just like it's a process line.
The monster manual is riddled with things from 12 to 15.
Yeah, like any creature,
any animal,
a bear, anything like that, it's going to have a lower armor class.
You throw in a zombie and they need like a 9.
Well, now maybe the person's on he said barbarian, but he didn't say like, oh, and he's got like this pluses to hit.
Well,
so he didn't describe that. So maybe he's like an offset character. Maybe he's got like a 12 strength or something. Yeah.
Well, even at 12, that's still a +4 to hit.
Oh, this is true.
So it's built in with the proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
And with advantage.
But he's saying, like he's not rolling above 4 attacks. So it was only the four rolls, right, that he didn't roll above a 10. But there's plenty of monsters you could still theoretically hit, even without rolling double digits.
Right. All you need is like an 8.
And so the important thing is he's talking about how his players getting frustrated, right? So one of the things I would say is throw some gimmies in there, like throw some zombies, throw some monsters that are going to be easy to hit, use animals. The monster manual is full of monsters with armor classes under 15.
Yes.
And I don't know, give him a +5 grade X.
that could be.
There were some replies, or at least a reply, that talked about what kind of dice is he using. I know I've seen videos out there. I'm certain you can go and search for it, but there's ways to check and see whether your die is properly balanced or not. There's some that say that they don't like opaque dice.
It's like a combination of using saltwater and voodoo. You can figure these things out.
I don't believe voodoo.
Saltwater, I think.
I don't believe voodoo was anywhere involved.
Sans voodoo.
But there's some people that they don't like to use the opaque dice because the filler is going to be whatever it is.
I like to use the opaque dice because the filler is going to be whatever it is. But you just got to find ones that are imbalanced to roll good.
Yeah, above 10.
Or well. I guess the proper English would be roll well, right? Not good or
not
goodest. Most goodest.
Most goodishest. Wow.
So that's what you need to do. You just need to find, some dice with some imperfections that make the high numbers come up. But like 17s and 18s.
And then not tell the DM like Ted.
And like 17s and 18s, not 20s, because 20s are get kind of hard to roll.
Or only roll them when you're rolling with advantage and just use a regular die.
So, oh yeah,
one of them turned up to be an 18. We'll go figure.
You have a couple of dice that look similar, so you just like pull them out. You have to like mark it so you know.
I would suggest another thing could be a dice tower. It's not going to necessarily make the rolls any different, but it kind of takes that human element out of it. So you're like, I'm leaving it up to physics what the dice roll is going to be.
The dice tower. It's not my. See, it's not my fault. It's the tower now.
Yeah, the tower's fault.
Or maybe the tower will put the proper juju on it.
Yeah.
In order to help the dice.
Stick a rabbit's foot, like tape it into the side of the tower so no one sees.
Four-leaf clover on one side.
Four-leaf clover, like they roll over a string of four-leaf clovers.
There's a little bit of me that's surprised that Dave hasn't given his typical answer to this question.
The dice know.
The dice just know. Back in the day when we were having horrible luck with dice, Dave would be like, "Well, It's
No,
clearly
no,
clearly
this is
you're
how
meant
this
to miss.
Ted's missed.
What do you mean, like 6 months ago?
This is how
Like,
this
clearly.
This
the
is
dice
how
know.
this actually happens, right? So you guys were LARPers, right?
Yep.
And from that experience came this this saying, "Good idea, bad roll."
Right.
Right, and you know, we were kind of, me and my buddy Steve were kind of anti-LARP.
Right.
So we countered with the dice no. So, yeah, that is where that saying originated from.
So Dave would just, anytime somebody would try and do something and it was just a string of bad dice rolls, it's like, well, clearly that wasn't meant to happen. The dice just know.
And in this case, maybe the son, your son's dice just know he's meant to roll. He's not meant. This barbarian is not meant for greater things, like hitting stuff with his axe.
That's just harsh.
That's harsh.
You should just drop his weapons and start punching.
And, well, Nate had another theory too, because my son is also bad at rolling dice, and he consistently rolls like sevens. And what was your theory?
Oh, it was like the hand-me-down effect that you give them old dice that suck.
Yeah. Well, and I'm like, but he bought his own dice. He bought the pound of dice.
Oh yeah.
But I found that the bag of holding dice, I like the way those roll.
Yeah, they haven't been nice to me.
Oh.
I had 2 back-to-back sessions where my character was on the ground.
You got the bad bag.
Like
of
the whole
holding.
time?
Not the whole time, but like...
Well, I mean, you roll a 20, expect to roll a 1.
Two sessions, literally within 12 hours of each other.
Oh, not bag of holding, bag of devouring.
Yeah, sorry, my apologies. You're correct. Bag of devouring.
See, you had cursed magic item. Clearly, that's the case.
So, I don't know. The trick, if a die keeps rolling bad, you put it aside and you pick up a different one.
Well, yeah, like I now have like 2 dice bags full of dice. I'm like, where do I go?
I'll never have enough dice, so I will always keep trying and keep buying.
Now, if I see a die that's well made, and I can see through it, and there's not any missing pieces, or like one side's heavier than the other, I'd be like, all right, well,
I've
whatever
told you
that
should look
die
for
rolls.
bubbles. Like if it has a lot of bubbles, it's probably a good die.
Oh.
I believe you're mistaken there.
Oh, in Bizarro World, it's awesome.
I will tell you that for a while I was using the metal dice that I got from Easy Roller, and those seem to treat me well. And because I recently got the bag of devouring, I gave those a try, and they didn't do well for me. I went back to the metal dice.
Yeah, but the last session, the metal dice weren't that hot for you either.
You got to
I was sitting next
consistently.
to you.
You got to consistently
I
use
rolled double 17s at one point in time.
And I rolled 2 20s before. What's your point?
I rolled 2 1s one time.
You had a 1 out of 400 chance of doing that, just like I did.
Guys, here's what happened, right? Forget what Ted said. The session where he kept getting dropped over and over again, and he was rolling bad dice, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't his dice. It wasn't the bag of devouring.
It was a jerk DM.
Maybe. It was Nicole Klein from Cardboard Fortress. She stole all the good rolls. She rolled 3 crits 3 rounds in a row.
She did.
So that's what happened. Ted was sitting on one side of the table. The game plays up, and Nate and Cardboard Fortress was sitting on the other side of the table. And I think the table was slightly tilted askew, so all the luck was raining down from one side of the table to the other side where Cardboard Fortress was sitting.
Yeah, I think also the shadow of Mars was falling just on Ted from the window as well. So I think there was something going on.
Maybe. What was this video about?
Bad rolling.
Oh, bad rolling.
And their known causes.
Oh, and also, I guess we were trying to give some advice. Who were we giving advice to?
Basil Forth.
Basil Forth, what to do about his frustrated son. So, again, just give him some gimmies and throw him some zombies.
Zombies everywhere, yeah.
Like, even if you have to put, other monsters in for the rest of the party to fight, just give that barbarian a horde of zombies to tear into. Like, he's rolling 2s and hitting at that point.
Yes.
So, that's my advice. Zombies.
Another possible option, I know if he's already 5th level, he's got a couple levels to go before he's going to get his next feat option, but I highly recommend taking the lucky feat.
Oh, yeah, good call. Go for super... Find ways to get disadvantage so you can get super advantage.
Well, I mean, whether he's got the advantage or disadvantage, you can still do the lucky. And I don't like that roll. Oh, look at that! Finally.
That's the
But
way
it's
to
super
go.
good for disadvantage.
Oh yeah, but isn't there like isn't it no the super advantage is when you have disadvantage and
then
you use
you
the
use
little
luck.
lucky feet to give you a third die and
Yes.
you take the best of 3. Super
Correct.
good.
Yeah.
Completely. That's way better.
Turning the tables
Yeah, that's true.
with Lady Luck.
And then he's gonna roll like 3 dice under 10.
Yeah, so lucky feet, and if it's still bad,
zombies.
we can't help you.
We can't retire.
Pick a different seat of the table. Use different dice.
Freeze your dice before the game starts.
Get a good breakfast.
30 seconds in the microwave.
Go for a run right before.
Don't put your dice in the microwave. Don't put your dice in the microwave.
Especially if they're metal. That's so metal. All
Big
right,
X
this is
on this.
degenerating quickly, guys. Tell us your stories about bad dice rolling, what you did to fix it. Do you have some better advice than we gave? While you're at it, like, share, and subscribe.
You can check us out over on Nerdarchy.com.
And while you're there, you can visit Nerdarchy the store.
So until next time, stay nerdy. Hasn't hit a single thing.
See, now this is what I have to ask. What kind of monsters are you using? Even not rolling under a 10, we're talking about a 5th level character. Is that a plus? That's +3.
+3 proficiency bonus.
Plus-
Have some kind of
Plus-
strength.
yeah, +3 for your stat. That's a 6.
It's a 6, so it's a +6 to hit. Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. I'm Ted, and today I'm hanging out with.
Nathan Nerdarch.
Eric's Dave.
And today we have a GM 911 from Basil Forth, and he wants to know, how do you deal with horrible luck at the table? I mean, even if you're, unless you're fighting animated armors nonstop, like
Dun, dun, dun.
it's riddled.
It's just like a
It's
process line.
The monster manual is riddled with things from 12 to 15.
Yeah, like any creature,
Any
like
animal.
a bear, anything like that, it's going to have a lower armor class.
If you have a GM 911, or even a viewer suggestion, you can head over to nerdarchy.com to our forum section where we found this one and add your own GM 911. Or you can email us at nerdarchy@gmail.com. Subject line, GM 911.
All right, so in this situation, he's got sounds like his son, and even with combining every possible resource, barbarian, reckless attack, making 2 attacks around, 4 dice rolls, couldn't roll above a 10, and this has been consistently going. He's played
7 sessions.
7 sessions.